Hello, hello, and welcome wherever you are watching us from all over the world. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Dela's Voice. It's absolutely my pleasure to have this platform. You know why? Because there are thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people who have amazing stories, who are touching lives every single day of their lives. And it is my pleasure to be able to bring a few of these people on Dela's Voice so that they can share their stories, their knowledge, their inspiration, and motivate change in others and positively impact this world. It is absolutely my dream, my passion to do this. And I'm once again grateful to have another fantastic guest on the show today. My friend, Mehrnaz Dehmiri. We've met a few months ago, and it's because of her positivity that we got connected. And I interviewed her last week on my Iranian show, Avaya Dela. And it was such a great conversation. And I felt so uplifted that I thought, you know what? Let's do this again. And I hope this reaches you. I want to please encourage you to share this talk with your loved ones. You just never know who is going to hear this that really needs it. So please be generous and share this talk. Also, don't forget to give us a like because that's very encouraging. So my friend Mehrnaz Dehmiri, a little bit about her. She is a mother, a wife. She's an author, actually working on publishing her second book very soon. She's a personal and professional development consultant with Proctor Gallagher Institute and Thinking into Results program facilitator. Mehrnaz works with executives and successful entrepreneurs or business people who are positive and excited to grow and want better results than they already have. Her only requirement is that you show up open to invest in yourself and be committed to study under her guidance so that you can get what you want and live a more fulfilling and productive life. We'll hear more about Mehrnaz as we interview her, but she's a fantastic person. She has a Facebook group and she guides people bringing joy into their life using gratitude attitude as a strategy and positive thinking. I'm just so blessed to know Mehrnaz and have her in my life. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is my guest, the beautiful, the positive, the kind Mehrnaz Dehmiri. Hi, darling.
Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you.
It's so nice to have you here.
Likewise, I am so honored to be here with you, Dela. It's been an amazing journey, just getting to know you for the past few months. And like I said, love at first sight. Like I really like our friendship. It's so cool. I think we are in alignment, like they say, right? We're in harmony with our vibration and the way we connect. And it's absolutely amazing. Thank you for the wonderful intro. And I am delighted to be here. And as you said, to share the positivity around this world. Like we need to have more people come on this bus with us or train, whatever we call it. Join us and enjoy your life because that's what you're meant to do.
I totally agree with you. And I can't wait for you to share some of what you're teaching on Facebook, on your group all the time. But I want to go back first and get to know a little bit about you. So I already know you, but let's get a little bit of your story, of your background to other people so that they know where you come from and what you've done to get here. You weren't born like this. Well, you were born like this, but not like, you know what I mean? You had a different life path, and then something happened and your journey turned around, and here you are today, here impacting the world every single day. So, Mehrnaz, why don't you start telling us a little bit about your background story? Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. And I hope it touches many lives. Whoever is watching has to be watching. They are meant to be watching. And I just love inspiring others to live the life, like I said, the way they want, because we can create our own life. And I did not know this a few years ago. A couple of years ago, I was on a totally different journey, not the way I am right now. And so I was working in the corporate. So first of all, I lived in Iran, then I moved to India. I've lived in Europe, and then I moved to Canada, North America, of course. So I speak all those different languages. I've been very fortunate. At that time, I didn't feel that way, but now I do. And I made sure my kids know those languages as well, and they're exposed to it. But the main story is that when I moved to Canada, I worked like many other people in the corporate world and made a living. And I grew there, and I moved to the executive level. But a few years ago, there was a nudge inside of me that this satisfaction, like, is this what you're meant to live for? Is this really life? Or there's more to it? And I started exploring, as we know, our search engine, as we have access to the YouTube and the Googles, and got some meditation, got involved, and that totally changed my life. I listened to Bob Proctor's meditation, and because I was in a very down place, like really at the bottom, like most of us, so many of us may be there. So if you're listening, please understand, we all go there. But the question is, are you seeking help? Are you letting yourself come out of that deep spot? And so I did, and I went to meditation. And of course, everybody thinks it's difficult. It wasn't. I was just listening to him and following exactly what he was saying. And then I searched him up, and the rest is like, I got involved in his program, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I thought, like, I'm like everyone else who's watching right now, possibly saying, oh, where are the results? I want to see the results. So I was like, even though I was working inside out, I was not seeing the results. So I took it upon myself to say, okay, I'm going to set such a big target, a goal, and something I desire in my corporate life, and see how I go and where I can reach with this. And that's exactly what happened. So I set a goal that I was in a position that I wasn't really happy. I wanted to move to something else, to challenge myself, to see, really, is this true? Do I have the ability to create what I want? And guess what? It did happen. I was able to succeed. Everybody was looking at me. And the funny part is, Dela, they would look at me and they're like, oh, you're so lucky. Or, what have you done? Have you lost weight? Or, something is different about you. But it wasn't anything from outside. It was the inside that was changing. My energy was shifting. Yeah. And all the good was coming to me. And it felt so good when I learned that I can do this. I made a decision to take this out and share it with anybody in my community, outside my community, with the world, to help them understand the power, the potential we all have inside of us. And we can do anything we want in this world. Now, it may sound very foreign or an exaggeration to many people, but that is the reality. We can be first and then do and have whatever we want. And that's what I love, what I do. And I have been doing that for the past few years, and I am absolutely in love with what I do. And you know what inspires me the most, if you ask me?
What's that?
I see the transformation. I see the change in people. It's like, it just fires me up. It gets my juices going, and I love it. So yeah, that's what I do now.
Well, we can all tell how excited you are about this. I mean, your energy just it's fantastic. Like, I feel it. You talk about this, and it's like it lights you up. And I know you're very passionate about this. And when you said that, a lot of us are in that low place in life, and you ask yourself that question: is this all life is meant to be? Just wake up, go to work, come home, cook and clean and watch TV and go to bed. And I found myself in that point in my life, and it's not a beautiful place to be. And it's so hard because although you want more, you just don't know where to start. And so for a lot of people, that's the nagging is there, but it's also the fear of, like, how am I gonna change this? I can't leave my job, and I can't, you know what I mean? It's a hard decision. So what is something that you suggest that people start from?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because it's not easy. We are used to a certain way of life and we continue living that way of life. Now, I'm sure you, like myself, must have been a positive person and, a goal achiever. Like I was always a positive person. I was always a goal achiever, but I never understood that there's more to it. There's more involved in the mindset and in the inner being of myself that I have to go dig deeper. So whoever's watching, and if you feel stuck, if you feel you don't have a way out, there's so much help out there. Yes, you can read the books, you can do the YouTube videos, you can do all of that. But believe me, when you reach out to a good friend, a mentor, or a coach, someone who can hold you accountable and who can guide you, your journey will be so much faster. Like, let me share an example. For example, we all travel now. We all have GPS. Okay, we all use our, Google Maps or Waze or whatever in this side of
God for GPS.
Thank God for GPS, right? Why is that? Because your GPS helps you get from destination A to destination Z faster. And it also, there are D routes, of course, but when you set the GPS, you don't think, oh my gosh, like, where am I going to stop? What's going to happen? You just say, I'm here, my destination, here's where I want to go. And you trust the GPS to take you to that destination. That's the role of a mentor, a good coach, somebody who can guide you from where you are to where you want to go. And many people that I work with don't give themselves permission to go to the next level, which is much higher, dreaming. And I was there. I would only allow myself to dream so much that I could do and never challenge myself, because that's how we've been brought up. Yeah. If you are in that place, you see, if you love your job, fantastic. If you've been looking for that promotion but haven't got it, or if you're looking to start something on your own, or if you've lost your job, wherever in life you are, or you're looking for better relationships, it all starts with mindset and all starts from inside of you. So, like I said, seek out help, reach out to people who are out there who can help you. And there's so much information, there's so much help out there. Just reach out. And remember, you are the most valuable person. You are the most valuable person in this entire universe, and nobody else.
The faster we realize that, the better life gets, the faster it gets, the better we get results. So Mehrnaz, have I ever told you about, have I ever told you I love you?
Thank you.
Have I ever told you about my AAA success formula?
No, I love to hear.
So my AAA success formula goes like this. There are 3 A's to get out of any mess. Okay. First A is for admit.
Okay.
To admit that there's a problem. Okay, and I lived this, right? The second A is for ask. Is ask for help, hire a coach, do the work with a mentor. The third A is act. Take action steps on what you've learned. So I feel like you just spoke on that. So that just reminded me. I thought I'd put in my 2 cents.
That is wonderful. And I love what you just said. And you see, the first 2 steps may seem easy, and most people get stuck in the act.
Why is that?
Because you can consciously, in your mind, let's say you set a goal, for example, for your example, it was, I will start my Dela's Voice channel and start inspiring people and touch people's lives. Okay, so you got that inspiration, you get that idea, fantastic. Now you sit and you really meditate over it and think about, but then an idea comes inside of, who are you? Who do you think you are to do that? And really, do you think people will want to listen to you? And so
who do you think you are? What makes you so special?
Exactly. And what happens, those thoughts that keep playing in our mind, and guess what? They're only playing in your mind, not anybody else's. And those are what stop you from moving ahead. And most people get stuck there. Even so, when you hire a mentor or a coach, they help you to start doing and acting. That is the key. Because on my own, if I could do it without the help of others, I would have done it long
I
time
would
ago.
have done it. Yes.
So again, the books and the YouTubes and everything is there. Lots of information out there. But the acting, the doing part is where I love helping people. When they start taking action, when they start moving towards the dream, and like I said, the GPS, on the journey, enjoying and having fun, being playful is the key, because you gotta feel good when you're traveling, not stress. And that's
so
what
good.
I love helping, people I work with or in my life, that let's do this. Stop playing that old movie that is not serving you.
Mehrnaz, one of the basic foundations of what you teach is gratitude.
Yes.
And I just love that, because that was one of the first things I learned in order for me to change my mindset, because it was really hard for me to all of a sudden make all these big changes. But that's something I started doing, and it was small. It was a small step, but it helped me so much. And so I'm going to put up the banner that I made for this. And let's talk about how important this is. So I put, what are 10 things you are grateful for right now? So why is this such an important subject to talk about?
So I like to even modify it further and say, what are the 10 things that you love right now?
Okay.
What are the things that are happening that you're in love with right now? Like anything, right?
Tell me what makes that difference. How does it help to switch from what you're grateful for to what you love?
Because when you say, okay, what I'm grateful for, most people think, I have nothing in life to be grateful for, if they haven't practiced that. Or they look around and they say, you know what, I've worked this out. I'm always thankful. I'm thankful for everything. Or I'm thankful for my kids being healthy, or my partner. They don't look inside them, or they don't look around them to find things that they really love for themselves. And again, there's a slight difference, but you can still have a grateful attitude. It's the same. And when you say I love, it could be I love just, waking up in the morning,
yes,
and going to the washroom, brushing my teeth.
yes,
Or I love just making that hot cup of tea and enjoying it.
yes,
Or I love just, living in my beautiful home. There's so much that you can be in love with and, liking around you. And again, it can be small things. Like I love in the summer when my window is open and I hear the birds singing in the morning and waking up to that sound. It's as simple as that. What that does is it raises your vibration. You stop thinking of what's wrong in your life and you focus on the good that's around you.
That's so good.
And you only focus on the good. And the attitude of gratitude that I focus on is because when you are thinking of things that you love and you're in that gratitude and a good feeling mode, you can't be in the bad feeling mode. They don't exist at the same time. You can't have night and day together. They're polar opposites. So you got to focus on, what do I love right now in my life? There's so much to I love being here with you on this show. I love impacting lives in a positive way. And it's a powerful word. We are all living on this earth to love and be happy. Honestly, that's it.
That's it.
Nothing more.
Yeah, you're correct.
When you have problems in your relationships, there's a lot of friction. There's a lot of tension. How can you switch it to what you love about that relationship? There's always something good to look into. Then be grateful for that thing. And because why?
I love that, because you said it so simply. It was very, very simple explanation. When you put yourself in a loving, grateful state of mind, things change. We sometimes get so overwhelmed by the problems we have, and we wonder why solutions don't come.
Yes.
But when we switch our mindset to a loving, a more grateful mindset, that's when we open up the energy to receive solutions. Is there truth to that, or because that's how I feel?
You're absolutely right. It's like, when you tune in on a radio station, like people who right now are tuned in onto your channel can see our video or, our live video. But if they are not, they cannot see us. But let's say the Facebook algorithm gives them a heads up, hey, Dela's live, go on, and they come on and they see us. If they're not on our frequency, they can't watch us. They can't receive us. The same example is with our radio station, and they use it all the time. Or your phone. We all have a phone, right? You cannot get me on a line if you call your mother. Can you?
No.
Right? Because you're not on the same frequency.
Yeah.
The same way, when you are on a negative frequency, when you are on a low frequency, you cannot attract the good and the beautiful and the positive frequency to you. Like, I hear many people say, oh, I've been doing gratitude for years. I've been affirming for years, but nothing has changed. You know why? Because you haven't shifted your feeling. It's your emotions, the energy that's in motion that gets things going. We all are made of energy. And that is what gets that moving. When you shift your energy to a higher place, to the frequency of the thing you're seeking, that thing is seeking you. You just connect. You become a magnet and boom, you click. That's the beauty of it. And that's what, it sounds easy, but it takes practice. It takes work. You got to do the work. And that's where the accountability comes in. And you really want to focus on it and stay with that, because it's so easy and saying, I don't see the results. What's the use of what she's saying? It doesn't work. Mm-hmm. But I can guarantee you, when you stay with that feeling and that thought repeatedly, oh my gosh, it's like you're in heaven.
So are you saying fake it till you make it?
Actually, no, I don't like faking it till you're making it, because faking is not authentic. It's not genuine. Rather, act like the person you want to be. When you watch movies, you really get into the character of the movies, good movies, right? Or when you read a good book, you get into the character of that person. So that's what we are talking. If you want to see yourself as someone who's successful, who is vibrant, who is leading an amazing life, then what I do is help you through creating that image, really seeing yourself as that person, because whatever we see in our mind, we can always create it in our life. We've heard that phrase. I had heard that phrase so many times, but I didn't know how it happens. But it's all in your self-image. How do I see me? Do I want to see me the way I am? Who I see me as right now is the person I created, is the history, is the record of what I created before. And now I'm creating the new me. And our self-image, the way we see ourselves, keeps upgrading. There's nothing wrong. When I was younger or earlier before this information, I would always think, what's wrong with me? Why do I always want more? What's wrong with me? Why do I want something different? But that's because that's how we are evolving, growing, and that is living. But trust me, how often we hear, don't be greedy. Why are you always wanting more? Why do you want this? Like we hear.
Why don't you be happy with what you have?
Yes.
So that's kind of confusing, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm thinking, why can't you be happy with what you have? Means that be grateful for what you have. But that does not. So I just want to make sure that we understand this, and to clarify it. Yes. Being happy for what you have doesn't mean that you have to stay stagnant with what you have.
And what I learned from Bob Proctor, you bring a very, very important point, my dear, is that you can be happy and have fun and enjoy what you have currently. However, the distinction is, don't be satisfied. Want more. Want more to grow. The satisfaction is that cuts off the point. For example, as a baby, we are born, we learn to walk, we learn to talk, we learn to ride a bike. At no stage anyone tells a baby, oh, you just fell down, stop walking, you're not meant to be a walker.
Mm-hmm.
Do we ever hear that?
No.
We hear parents, relatives, everyone cheering you on. Hey, you took your first step. It's okay that you went flat on your bum. It's okay. Get up and move. And everybody's there to cheer you on, support you, help you move. But as we grow up, the whole scenario changes. We go to school. They mark those red marks on our papers. I know, I remember those.
Yeah.
You come home, you get a 97 or a 98. Where's the other 2%? What happened? Right?
That's so true.
Nobody says, whoa, you did 98?
Yeah.
You move higher now. You can do this. And we feel, ugh, that's not true. So what are we focusing on? The 2% that's missing. But as kids, we don't. We just keep on cheering on. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's walk. The baby said his first word or her first word. We get excited. But as adults, we no longer focus there. We say, look at the balance sheet. Look at my bank account. Look at, it all comes down to, am I earning enough money? But money is energy like us again, right? And it's all in our mind. When we start shifting how we see ourselves and are happy, joyful, and in love with our life, guess what? You only attract people and things that are in your alignment, in your frequency. And that's what I love helping in my gratitude group as well. I try to spread that as much as possible. You just have to decide that's what you want. That's the life you want to live.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Because we're not taught.
Yes. And that's my next question is, where is this resistance coming from? Why are people so resistant to this?
Because as we grow up, we are impacted environmentally and also genetically. We are born like that. And we have to, so the good news is we inherited those and we didn't know, but that was our awareness. But now that's what I love doing. My program is called Thinking into Results. That means you think and feel into the results you want to create. And that's what you do. You start thinking of, is this the results I want, Dela? No. Is this serving me? No. What do I want? And then we work towards going there. You just reverse engineer it to where you want to go. And it's beautiful. Like that's what we are not taught. We are not taught in school. In school, they give us books, study this, and after a few weeks, go give your exam, and you get marks, and that's it. So it's just piling up knowledge and knowledge and knowledge. But they don't teach you about you. Who are you? How amazing are you? What is your true potential? You see, there are so many people with degrees, and there's so many titles behind their names. But when you go really asking, are they living their full potential? Are they living that fulfilled life that they want to? Most people don't.
So true. It's so true, so sad. But the good thing is it can all be changed. And that's what thinking into results. And I want to invite you to please share with us maybe a little exercise, maybe something that you do with your clients that you can help everybody on here with. Just a little maybe a little exercise that we can all share. But first, I want to say hi to the people who are watching us. Thank you so much for being here today with us and watching this amazing talk. This sort of talk leaves me uplifted, and I think it's such a great way to spend my time. And I hope you feel the same way. I've got Tony. Tony, thank you so much, Tony. Good afternoon to you too, and I hope you have a great day and stay safe. Jennifer's here, and she's saying, "I'm grateful that you are having this conversation." Thank you, Jennifer. Me too. It's amazing. Simone says gratitude is very important. It sure is. Thank you so much. And Rhonda's saying thank you to us. Thank you as well for being here, Rhonda. So what do you say, Mehrnaz? Can we do a little exercise? Do you have anything that you can
Absolutely.
invite us in? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And
I
you
just
can put it
want
on the screen. Is just writing 10 things that you want to accomplish right now in your life.
do you want me to change that?
Yeah, 10 things that you currently want.
Okay, hang on. Let me just put my glasses
Now,
on.
when I start the program is going after an idea that you're totally in love with. So we set up a worthy ideal. And what we do, we make a list of 50 things that you absolutely dream of having. Anything. It can be small things or big things.
What are 10 things you absolutely want?
Yes. Or they're worthy of you.
Which one should I put?
Let's say 10 things that are worthy of you.
Okay. So what are 10 things? Oh, that you got to explain that
Yes.
10 things that are worthy, because that's really important. 10 things that are worthy of you. So here we go. Okay. What are 10 things that are worthy of you? Okay.
Yes. Because what
Explain that.
we have learned to set goals, and every time we set a goal, it's like, can I achieve that? Is that really something that I can have? And we always set a word against that goal, saying that, am I worthy of that goal? Does it make sense?
Oh my gosh. Yes, because I'm worthy. Of course, I'm worthy of anything I want in life.
Yes. So the question becomes, if I'm going after a big dream, if I want something, is that thing worthy of me?
Huh.
We are never taught that. And that's a huge thing. You're worthy of anything. You can have be and have and do anything you want. But is that what truly you want? Is that worthy of you? See, we don't dream big enough. And that's exactly what it is. So if you want, for example, to have daily fresh flowers on your table, are those flowers worthy of you? Not, am I worthy of having flowers? You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that changes so much.
And that's what we got to focus on. Like, oh my gosh, I'm writing this book. Am I worthy? Or is that book worthy of me?
Wow.
The whole switch, it's so important to understand you are worthy of anything you want. However, choose what you want, because whatever you want can happen. The universe doesn't select, gives you everything.
So I know a lot of people who cope with finding their dream healthy body.
Yes.
Okay, that's part of what I do. So how can we use this concept in that situation, Mehrnaz? You might just help a lot of people right now.
So you see, most people are in that mode of, I want to lose weight, because either they've been bullied or whole life they've been told, oh my gosh, you're overweight, or they've looked in the mirror and felt, I'm ugly. I don't, no matter what size, all women, I think we have a self-image issue where we always have a big belly fat. Have you ever heard about that? Yes. My belly.
Belly,
No matter what size.
but yeah, big thighs.
Right, big thighs. We always find issues with our body.
Yes.
However, again, going back to that, is that body worthy of you? And ask yourself, do I love my body the way it is because it's worthy of me? Who cares how Dela looks or how X looks? Because, advertising and the whole media and everybody talks about, slim women and they look good. No, big women, successful people come in every size, shape, and form. Doesn't matter. When you love you, when you think that your body is worthy of you, and you just start appreciating, you make your own body. And you start working out not because of others, because of how you feel, how you love you. And that is huge. Most of us have not been taught to love us for who we are.
This is such a big concept, Manas. I'm having a difficult time switching my mindset to that. That's because all my life all this time I've been working on I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of this. And now I'm switching this question. Is it worthy of me? Because I'm putting myself way up now.
Yes.
By asking that question. This is big, Manas. This is huge. It's huge.
And when you discover that, oh my gosh, isn't life beautiful?
Wow. So I want to encourage people who are watching to give us some comments. What's your take on this? Am I the only one who's having a hard time switching this in my mind?
And I learned this from my mentor, Bob Proctor. And also, if you look up Mind Valley, Vishen Lakiani, he has it on his page as well. Because that's the realization that came. And for me too, it's like, everybody wants to get things because they are like, oh, am I worthy of this? Am I worthy? No, but is that worthy of, like, I'm telling you, people who can accept the idea that they love their body in any shape or form, they will start attracting things that will help them and situations and circumstances to help them with their body. And they can use their mindset. And that's the beauty. You can use your mindset to get fit, to look good, to look amazing, to look charismatic, magnetic, loving. Doesn't matter. Because when you feel good inside, the outside shows. You start having that glow around you.
So I'm just trying to ask. Okay, so I'm asking myself this question because you are what you eat. Yeah. So are these chips worthy of me? They're not.
Yes.
Because I'm so valuable. I'm so awesome.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna change things for me. I don't know. Whoever's listening right now, you guys are listening right now. Is this a big realization to you? Did you always already know this, or is it just me? I don't.
Yeah, I love to hear your comments.
Yes. So, how is this going to help you switching this idea of, am I worthy of this goal? Am I worthy of this career, or is it worthy of me? Am I worthy of this success, or is it worthy of me? Whoa. I just had a big, huge aha moment, Mehrnaz. This is crazy. Wow.
And I love to hear what our viewers have to say because, give us the hearts, give us the likes, give us the comments.
Well, I think there's a lot of hearts and likes for sure. But I feel like this is one of those things that is going to take a little bit of time to click.
Yes.
Because as you're talking, I'm trying to bring up all these like examples in my own head of what I say to myself all the time. And this concept of changing the question around is totally new to me. Wow. This I just had a light bulb on live. This is
I think it all comes down to awareness, like you said, the light bulb, right?
Yeah.
It's like you've been doing so much work and such beautiful work. So have I. And if you consider like, a dot, a small dot as, our awareness and just working on personal development and mindset, we see that this dot increases in size and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what we are talking about. It's like more light coming into all of us. And that is when you let go of resistance. Like, you're like, yeah, I am worthy of anything I want. How come I never thought? Because most people, when it's going to, like, to a higher position, or like you said, to weight loss, eating the food that I want, like some people just eat emotional binging. We know that. Like we all have been there. I go there sometimes and I'm like, is this good for me? Do I want to go there? No. And I think the beautiful part, the most impactful part for me has been when I can see my family understanding this. My kids are positively impacted by this. They live better lives. They live more abundant, more fulfilled lives. So do my family, everyone around me, my spouse, my parents, my siblings. And when they realize how worthy they are and how much they're loved, the whole picture changes, right?
Yes. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna just take a quick break. Give me a second to breathe. We'll be right back, everybody. Every single person in this world has a story to share. Your story is your superpower, and it's unique to you. In sharing it with the world, you can impact millions of people. If you keep it to yourself, you are doing the world a disservice. This is Dela. I'm the host of Dela's Voice, and I help you share your superpower with the world. Thank you. And we're back with Mehrnaz Dehmiri. Amazing. So I have a chat message here from one of our viewers. I don't know how to take this. Is COVID-19 worthy of me?
Yeah. Is COVID-19 worthy of the whole world, actually? How did it come? Why is it there? Have you ever asked that question? It's teaching us so much. We absolutely, most people are realizing how important it is to be in personal touch, hugging and kissing and connecting with each other. Like, I miss it so much. Or visiting family. It's so painful. But what are we doing? There's so much of fear, hatred, anger around COVID. But if we can just send it love, send it peace, and say, you know what? Move on. Thank you for teaching us what you're here to teach us. Thank you for all that you brought, all of us. And let's bring up peace. Let's bring abundance and, calmness. But that's not happening across the world.
No, because we're very fearful society, and that's what we prefer to do. We prefer to watch the news and be scared, and right. I hear you. I see blessing in disguise in COVID-19, and a lot of people do as well. So you're right. It is all about perspective.
Absolutely. And so if you want to know if it's worthy of you or you are worthy of it, change your perspective and say, okay, what am I learning in this situation? Is it worthy of me? No, then let it go. I know for a fact I'm not going to even come close to COVID-19 because I don't even give it any energy. I know it's a phase, it's a passing phase. Whatever it is, they're here on earth to teach us. Let's learn from it. There have been past diseases which is very different. The only difference here, like, we can get so much detail, there's so much information, but what are you focusing on? The negative? What's going wrong or what's going well? What can be better? Our world is changing for the better. Look at technology. It's made this world such a smaller place. We are connected with each other all the time.
Mhm.
COVID possibly has been there always, like internet has always been there. We just brought it up to surface. We just brought it up in the physical form.
I think we manifested that just like we manifest everything else, right?
Correct.
It's so true. It's so true.
And so just, don't give it that much energy. Focus on where you are going, what you want, send it love, thank it, and move on.
I love that. Well, this is a good question, but it also brings this. So what you want is to ask the question about the things you want in life.
Yes.
Right. So use your energy and pose questions that will get you to what you want. So one of my biggest dreams, Mehrnaz, is to have Dela's voice reach millions of people across the world.
Awesome. And it will.
And I know it will. So how could I help me formulate a question?
So what would it look like when Dela's voice has reached millions? Or that's what I would ask, right? Why do you want it to reach millions? What would it be like when Dela's voice is in every household?
Wow.
What would it mean? And you start visualizing and imagining yourself in every household. Everyone's talking about you. Everyone loving you. Everywhere in the world. In Japan, in Turkey, in Iran, everywhere. They're just watching Dela's voice. And you see again, is it worthy of you? Yes, it is.
And how do I know? How do I know? Is I get this vibration right in my heart. And in my in my gut. I get this feeling of excitement. It's almost like
Butterflies.
Yes, butterflies. And so it's a good
That's a good sign. When you get that feeling, that's exactly what we are talking. So you know what you want, you ask, it's given, and now you just stay in that feeling. The often you stay in that feeling, the more you practice that vibration, there are millions of people who are seeking Dela's voice. Then you don't have to worry. The universe brings them to you. Just have to be open to opportunities that show us, the ways open up. But most people, we ask, it's given, but we are like this. Don't bring it to me. When we get that nudge to act, remember, we don't act because it's so buried under all those negative thoughts and viruses that we've inherited. And that's what we got to do. We have to clear those one by one, and then let the flowers go. It's like, your garden. If it's filled with, wild flowers, you cannot grow the roses or the tulips or the plants that you want to grow.
It's true.
You have to first take care of them and then let the others grow. So you have to stay with that feeling. The more you feel those butterflies inside of you, Dela, the faster you will manifest, you'll get to your dream.
That's what you're talking about. Feeling the feeling, really. This is a big part of visualizing what you want is feeling those feelings. But because without the emotion, there's a part missing.
That's it.
Attracting what you want.
Because your emotion connects you. Your emotions, like I said, it's the energy in motion and connects you with the universal forces. It's all around us. The energy that's out in the universe, you connect with them through your emotions. But like I said, as long as you're in your head, which I was all the time, you don't manifest. You do not make things happen. You feel it. And then when you get inspired actions, you just take. You get those nudges. You get those ideas. Some people get it in the shower. Like suddenly, oh my God, I got to do this. I do that. Sometimes between sleeping, you just go to sleep and then you wake up inspired, like, oh my gosh, I got this idea. Mm-hmm. So different people get different nudges, but again, we don't act on them.
No, because
so then what our viewers have to say.
then we say, oh, so when we first get that nudge, as you said, that idea, it seems brilliant.
Yeah.
Because we're open to it. And then once the shower is done, it's like, oh, that was, I don't, yeah, not a good idea after all. But so that's why we don't take action, because we lower its value.
And that's why you should have a notebook, something that you can put your dreams there, or ideas that come. Just note them down, and do not dismiss any ideas. I've learned, and I help my my clients and people I work with. Do not dismiss any idea, because it's for you. My dream is different than yours.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So accept them, and if it's okay, I don't know how much time we have, but we can do a quick visualization. If
I love that. But I do have something here, a comment that I want to read because it's important.
Sure.
Maybe you can address that if you feel like it's
absolutely
connected. It's hard to believe in my worth, because if I fail, then I'm afraid of how hard it will be to believe again.
I love that. Whoever's written, thank you for asking that question, because failure is one of our biggest fear. And again, you have to ask yourself, why do you feel like that? Let's connect, reach out. You can reach out to me on Mehrnaz Dehmiri, just on my Facebook, messenger me, and reach out. Let's talk, because we are not, again, taught to fail. We are taught to feel shameful, guilty, and really resentful towards failing. However, failing is really, as you may know, I don't know if you know or not, but rockets fail their way to the to the sky, like to the moon. The rockets fail their way. They don't know it. Or when you put your GPS, the GPS doesn't know where you have to deroute, where you have to change direction. But when you know your destination, doesn't matter. If you see that as a failure, that's your perception. How about you look at it as a stepping stone to growing? And that was the biggest challenge for me, because I was judged. I don't know about you guys. When I grew up, I was always like, oh, compared to, look at so-and-so. Look at how good they are. Look at so-and-so. They have this. Or I did it because everyone around me did it. Comparison and looking and judgment. So we don't feel comfortable. I am guilty of that. I did it to my kids. I was done that too. But you can shift that. You say, you know what? I am my own judge. Like I said, is this again worthy of me? Do I want it deep down? Do I believe I can get it? Then go after it. Do not worry about the failure. Failure is there for you. It's a defense mechanism. It's a way to teach you to move forward and embrace it. I know it sounds hard. It's not the thing we've been taught, but if you can shift that perception even slightly, write down every day that you are getting to where you want to go, and just focus on that. Let the circumstances and blocks show up. Doesn't matter. Does not deter you.
Yes.
Like, again, going back to a kid starting to walk, they may fall 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Or we have heard all about Edison. We have electricity because he was able to fail 10,000 times.
Yes.
He didn't give up.
Yes. 10,000 times of finding what didn't work.
Correct.
So he got closer to what worked.
And can you guess the people at that time looking at him, his wife and all, they thought he's a crazy bugger. Like, really, what the hell is wrong with him?
Yes, you're so right. You're so right. So there's a section to Jennifer's comment. It's hard to believe in my worth, because if I fail, then I'm afraid of how hard it will be to believe again. Like, she's so right on, because that's a big deal, right? To find that faith.
Yes.
To hang on to that faith.
Yes.
That no matter how many times I fall, I am going to make it regardless.
And it's so nice. Thank you for sharing it, Jennifer. And that's where a mentor, an accountability partner, someone who believes in you more than you believe in you.
Oh, that's so important.
Because they can see the light in you and that you cannot. So you need that help. You need that hand holding. Let's go together because you are meant to succeed.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, I want us to do that visualization exercise. And Nima says, good vibes, good vibes, good luck. Thank you, Nima.
Thank you.
Good vibes sending your way. And I have another viewer, Ashraf Shaheen, watching as well. Thank you so much for watching us. Okay, stick around because we're going to do a visualization exercise that we can practice all the time. Okay, ready?
Yeah. So ready?
Yes.
So what I want everyone to do is just relax, okay? Put your hands and legs down, no crossing them over. And just relax. Put your hands on your lap if you're sitting. And just get comfortable. Close your eyes. And everybody has a goal, a desire. Go to the place that your goal and your desire is already fulfilled. Okay? So just imagine this powerful energy or the light. It can be lavender light or so, just coming through a funnel into your crown, and it just goes through and through you. Okay, it just filters to you, and you go to a place where your wish is fulfilled, whatever that dream is. Remember, whatever that is worthy of you. So go there. So close your eyes, go there with me, see yourself in that place, and just see, who are you with? Where are you? Are you on a vacation? Are you, with someone you truly love? With your family? Who is around you? And are you celebrating? Are you in your new house? Have you, reached millions of people? Where are you? What's happening there? You've reached out. You've done what you wanted to do. And now you are celebrating that moment. If you're on the beach, you can feel the warm sun and the, breeze, warm breeze on your face. It blows your hair. Just go there. Go there and feel that feeling of gratitude and like, oh my gosh, it feels good to be here. You're sharing with that person. And then you go and find a mirror. You find a mirror, or if you're by the beach, you can see the water. You find a clear water surface. You go and you look at your reflection and you see the reflection that's your happiest, healthiest, and wealthiest version of you. You just feel so good about looking at that reflection. And what are you telling yourself? I always go there and I say, congratulations, you did it. You did it. Oh my gosh. I love you and you did it. And just stay there for a moment. Embrace that moment and feel the feeling of, oh my gosh, it feels good to have accomplished this. And then once you've done that, come back slowly, and just by creating that moment, that feeling, that vibration, you went there. You went there in your mind. And just a matter of bringing it to you in the physical form. Now you can do this every day, in the morning when you wake up, and also before going to bed. Before going to bed, because you set that feeling, the vibration out into the universe again, that this is what I have accomplished. Imagine going to bed every night with that feeling.
It's good.
And how did you feel? I'd love to hear your comments. Did you go there?
Oh my gosh. So I did. And I saw myself in the mirror, and I saw that big smile. I saw the twinkle in my eyes, and I did congratulate myself. And it's so wonderful. It's great because you already feel like you've done it. So you see yourself there and you feel the feeling, and it's already manifested for you. It's already done. Yes. And you just have to have faith, Jennifer, that it's going to happen.
Absolutely. Now, because many people get emotional when I do this visualization practice. They get emotional, they get teary, and that's important because when you do, that's when you created that feeling
Yeah.
already.
Yes.
And for Jennifer, I want to share, you see, fear and faith, they're both the opposite sides of the same coin. They're both unknown and unseen. And you have a choice. Fear creates doubt, worry, anxiety, and it leads to dis-ease. Whereas faith comes from understanding, studying, knowing you, and it puts you at ease. When you are fearful, it's a method of disintegration, it's more competition. And that's what the society unfortunately creates. So we need more of this information. Whereas when you are having faith, and when I mean faith is like with the knowing, understanding, I am getting there. The help is on its way. I can reach out and it's all there for me. And guess what? When you are at ease, you are creating, you are feeling good. And that is, you are at a state of well-being.
Yes.
And that's what we want more of, especially during these circumstances and these times with COVID.
Yes.
You have a choice. Honestly, we can choose. We can create our own reality. We can choose to stay in fear and focus on things we don't want, or educate ourselves, get the knowledge, get the understanding, and move to the side of faith.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what we are doing here. And I'm there to help you. I love to support you. Reach out again. And let's focus on having faith and building that positive mental attitude.
Well done. So I've got Tracy here saying she saw herself on the stage performing for hundreds of people.
I love that. Congratulations, Tracy.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. Amazing. That's great. Okay, so your Facebook group, Daily Gratitude with Love Mindset, is just scrolling by, so people can join you on that Facebook group and just play along with you. You guide people. It's such a wonderful thing you're doing there, and it's so appreciated. Thank you so much, Mehrnaz.
Thank you.
I want to give you a couple of minutes to tell people how they can reach you, what the process is if they want to work with you, and go ahead, take that 2 minutes now.
Thank you. So like I said, I love facilitating the program that I do. It's called Thinking into Results, and it's a program that has been used for the past 60 years, and I absolutely love coaching my students through it and the transformation they go through, because we focus on, again, setting up worthy ideals, an idea that you are in love with. You go towards that. Now, of course, like when you have that idea, remember, you don't do the things to get you there. And we work on the biggest, most important thing is your self-image. We work on that, creating that image of you already, like Tracy said, she's on the stage. We also go through the intricacies, like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? How do you look? What's your makeup? Who is there? And all those details, and get you to that level of believing that you're there and aligning your belief. And of course, when you think those big thoughts, you are fearful. Like Jennifer says, you have that fear of failure. And that's what, we go through the program. And with my coaching and guidance, we do so many more other stuff. And we have a community. We just grow and move to that level where we want to be. And it's a 6 months program. It's not just like you do one session. Like you can be on this call for an hour. You feel really positive. You feel vibrated. You feel excited. But when you step back, you go back to your normal mode. Yes. So you want to keep that vibration. You learn how to be in that vibration on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. What a great place to be. Walking with Tiger 2018 says, now I connect with Facebook group with Mehrnaz. There you go.
Thank you.
And Tracy says that is fascinating. I love this talk, Mehrnaz. I could speak to you on this for another hour. I swear, it's just you uplift me. You have so much wonderful positive energy. Thank you so much for everything you do. I want to encourage everybody to please head over to Mehrnaz's Facebook group, Daily Gratitude with Love Mindset, and just connect with her on there. and just be a part of that group. It's wonderful. She does these like daily gratitude, what is it, half an hour or an hour?
I try to share as much as possible.
Yeah.
Do different posts where people can share the comments, and do our bit to create that positivity and just focus on where we want to go rather than we don't want to go. We don't want to go where we don't want to go.
No. And that's the thing, to create, we need to be in that positive mind space, because you cannot create what you want from a negative place. It's impossible.
Energy does not flow. You're so right.
Yeah. And so that's why it's so important to get yourself in that gratitude attitude, because I've never seen a person who is grateful and pissed off at the same time. Just doesn't.
They don't coexist.
No, they don't.
You're right.
So thank you so much, everybody who's stayed with us for the hour. I want to thank you, Mehrnaz. I would love to have you back on here speaking more. I know we have so much to talk about. And so hopefully you'll come back and we'll dig deeper, and we'll have more tools that people can use.
Absolutely. And thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for what you are doing across the globe and spreading this positivity and inspiration. And I'm very fortunate to be here. And I want to thank everybody who stayed with us. Give us your time and, watch this and share your insight. Thank you, and wish you nothing but abundance and love and good health.
Amazing. And if you're watching this right now, please do share this talk, because you just never know who can benefit from this. There's always that one person who may have even heard this sort of talk 1,000 times, but this might just do the trick. This might just be the voice they want to hear to make that switch for them, because we want everybody in this world to benefit from positivity.
That is so true. We are meant to leave everybody with increase, and this is your way of leaving others with increase. So please share, like Dela said. It's for spreading this positivity around the world.
Yeah,
like just share, and that's when it's the energy you give out is the energy you receive.
Oh, that's so good. So good. And we have enough negativity happening in the world right now, and it's so unfortunate that people are so quick to share negative news. Yeah. But it's the positive stuff that helps the world. So please be generous in sharing those. And come back to visit Dela's voice again. If you're on my Dela's voice Facebook group, please give me a like and follow me on there. And also on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And that way you'll get notification every time a new video comes out. So thank you again, Mehrnaz, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This has been Dela's voice, hoping to spark your soul. Have a blessed day. Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Love you
later.
See you later.
Yes.